Good morning, Dr. Mitch.
It's Friday, thank goodness.
It is. This is very encouraging. A major new study from England finds that young women who receive the HPV vaccine, cervical cancer deaths have fallen to zero?
Yeah. Now, you always, even that's what I love about it's the Lancet, and they're very intelligent, and the articles they publish are usually right on the money. And the authors say, listen, the fact that it's zero is a statistical chance thing. The key message here is in all the cohorts, all the groups of young women who got the HPV vaccine in school around the ages of 9 to 11 when the program started in 2008, if you look at the number of women who've died from cervical cancer in each of those groups that we've now been following so that they're old enough now to have a meaningful look at the statistics, the numbers have fallen dramatically. And in one cohort, this specific group that were 20 to 24, as opposed to the 20 approximately women who would have been expected to die from cervical cancer, there were no deaths. It's the trend that's the key thing here, that if you get vaccinated against human papillomavirus using the safe HPV vaccine, the risk of you developing of cervical cancer and dying from it is dramatically reduced. Now, we knew that the HPV vaccine works. We knew that HPV, the human papillomavirus, causes cervical cancer as well as cancer of the throat and other genital organs, as well as causing genital warts and all that. We knew all that. We knew that it worked very effectively to reduce the risk of all those diseases. This was one of the first studies to show a reduction, not just in the number of people getting the disease, but as importantly, if not more importantly, the people dying from the disease. So a valuable study, a very important study, and especially here in Quebec. The vaccine is offered free to kids in grade 4, between 9 and 11, because we want to get them before they have intimate contact. That's how the virus is spread. There are over 200 different HPV viruses, and at least 20 of them can cause problems. And the 9 that are covered in the vaccine that they use right now are the ones that are specifically associated with the risk of cancer. Almost everyone who has any degree of intimate activity is going to get HPV. Most of us recover from it, but a significant percentage will go on to develop either throat cancer or cervical cancer or cancer of the genital organs, or the warts. If you get vaccinated, the risk of having that happen dramatically reduced.
Okay, so here we're running out of time, but this is very important because I was told the other day that anyone who's sexually active, even grown-ups, should consider getting the HPV vaccine. Even people as old as you,
Quebec,
as old as you and I.
It's available in Quebec as a catch-up into your 40s.
Okay, into your 40s.
40.
So what about if you're in your 50s or 60s or 70s?
You'll have to pay for it.
Okay, but would you suggest that people get it? That everybody gets it?
It's a recombinant vaccine, so it's extremely safe. It's been around since at least the 2008 period, so we have many years of experience with it. Very well tolerated, minimal side effects, very effective, and we know it works. And this is yet another study that proves it. The reason why I wanted to emphasize this, and I don't mean to stomp on what you were saying, is Quebec rates have fallen. Because of what's happening in this province, less people are getting vaccinated against HPV. They're refusing it in school or they're missing it, whatever. And so the rates of the cancer and the rates of the disease are actually, though declining, we're seeing more cases of cervical cancer in Quebec than we have in the past.
Right.
So it's important to remember that this vaccination program exists.
Okay.
As you mentioned, you can have catch-up if you're older while the vaccine still exists, and they're going to stop that catch-up older person program once the vaccine supplies run out. But certainly something to go online, book yourself an appointment to get vaccinated. It's a good vaccine. It works, and it's a recombinant vaccine, so you're not getting the virus itself, but something that reminds your body how to fight off the virus.
But then again, my question, I don't feel like I've got an answer to it. If you're older, should you get the vaccine?
Current recommendations are not, except for certain high-risk groups. But that's a conversation I would have with my doctor. Right. Okay. What are my high risk? What is your risk factors?
Okay.
So it really depends upon your risk factors as you get older rather than your age.
You have a great day. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Appreciate it.
You too. Bye.
That is Dr. Mitch Shulman.